Hello everybody, this is Emma and I'm here to say I'm going to be doing a vlog today. So, I was just in, well I still am in, A Man of No Importance. And, that show is going great. It's, the first weekend is done. We have one more weekend of Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. By the time you see this, it'll already be over. But I wanted to talk about, a little bit about, what has happened so far. But before I do that, I actually have a shout out today. It's for Astro U2. I think I remembered that correctly. I didn't write it down. And I was just like, hopefully I'll remember. But this is the person that I have a shout out for. And they wish you all a happy Pride, which I appreciate. So, A Man of No Importance. Great show. Is it a show that I would pick to watch? Like, if I had options? Probably not, but now that I'm in it, I actually realize that I do love the premise of it, and I do love the show itself. So, if I knew about it before going into it, I would pick to watch this show. But since I didn't know what it was before getting the role, I wouldn't have picked this show. So, it was fun. Today, specifically, I felt like was the better of the 3 days that we've done. Well, 4, technically, we did a preview show on Thursday that was just for, like, reviewers and, smaller amount of people, because they technically couldn't have a full show date because it would cost more money at the place we were doing it at the venue. So we technically only had 3 shows, but we had, I think, 6 people come to the preview. So, but between all those days, I do think today went the best. There's this one line that I keep messing up. Thursday and Friday, I had it down packed. And then Saturday and today, Sunday, the 22nd, I messed it up. And I don't know why specifically I'm messing it up now when I had it perfectly fine before. But it's like, I tried red paint at first, but it wasn't realistic. So I tried real blood, but it was too realistic. Don't want to frighten the audience. I decided tomato catsup ought to do the trick. That is, if Miss Rice doesn't mind the smell. What do you think, Mr. Byrne? And I say that all while I'm holding this paper mache head of John the Baptist. If you don't know the show, you're going to be really lost with me saying that. Look it up. It's a great show. But, that's all I have to say. But it is my longest line, and for some reason I've been cutting it shorter. Like, yesterday, like Saturday, I just skipped all of it and said, I tried tomato catsup. What do you think, Mr. Byrne? Because, like, I gave up, okay? I was saying the line, and because I started with tomato catsup, which is the last part of the line, I just continued to end the line. I was like, what do you think, Mr. Byrne? Because I was like, I tried tomato catsup. What do you think, Mr. Byrne? Instead of my whole line, because, like, if I didn't say ketchup, tomato ketchup, if I didn't say that to begin with, I would have actually had some of my lines, but I was supposed to start with red paint, and for some reason, my brain is like, let's just go to the end where I talk about what I'm actually going to use. Nobody knows but me and Alfie Byrne, the person who plays Alfie Byrne. We're the only ones that noticed. Well, maybe our director noticed. I'm sure he did. But the whole time, the director's husband, who is also in the show, has been talking about how his husband's a perfectionist. The director, he's a perfectionist. And every time we make a mistake, he writes it down in his notes to tell us later, which is what a good director will do. But he kind of harps on it a bit too much. And his husband, one of the actors, he was just telling us this, and he's like, don't feel bad if my husband, the director, is harping on things too much. It's not your fault. It's just how his brain is hardwired. So yeah. And the opening day, Friday, the 20th, the opening day, my girlfriend came and my boss came, which is a weird mix. My boss was very talkative. I love her so much. She's great. She's the best boss I've ever had. She was very talkative and really wanted to get to meet Melanie. That's my girlfriend. So she really wanted to meet her. So we're just talking, the three of us, after the show. And I'm over here thinking to myself, I need to sit down. I need to sit down. I need to sit down. Because I was in so much pain. I'm still in pain. But where's the surprise there? Chronic illnesses. But funny story. I don't know if I've told you guys this before. But when I got the part, this is how it happened. Audition date was here. And I slept through it. And then I texted the director's boyfriend, because I had him on Facebook, not Jonathan, the director. So, I texted his boyfriend, and I was like, his husband, and I was like, hey, are you guys doing other auditions? Because I missed the audition date, and I would like to audition. Not knowing anything about the show, just reminding you. He said, nope, you missed the audition date, sorry. We didn't even have enough people audition. We're not even sure if we're going to do the show. You just missed it. Sorry, we can't do another audition date. And I was like, that's weird. If you don't have enough people in the show, why not do another audition? I still don't get that to this day. But, then a week later, maybe a week and a half, Michael, the husband, he was like, hey, do you want to be Ernest Lally in the show? Me, still not knowing anything about the show, says, sure, I'd love to. And then I go to rehearsal, I think a few days after that. And then the rest is history. But seriously, why didn't you do another audition date? Come on. I know that they're like renting out spaces at places, but the place that we've been renting it out is a church. And I know they would have let you do it for cheap. Do an audition date. But I guess they just didn't want to do it. But there is one thing that I completely messed up on, and I am so freaking hoping it doesn't bite me in the ass or arse, is the script. It says on the front of the script in this big of a box. So like, let's say the script is like this big actually, this big. It's in this big of a box. Do not write in this. This is a renting script. I don't know how I'm going to tell Jonathan, the director. I don't know how I'm going to tell him. I did not read that. And because I came to the show late, I assume he probably told everybody when he gave them their scripts that, hey, don't write in this. It says like on the thing you can use light pencil, but you can't actually write in it. And I'm sure he told them. But was I told? No. I came in late and I should have read the script, but I didn't. And I don't know how he's going to react. You'll find out in the next video, because, not next video, but the next part of this video that I record after the rest of the shows. Because we'll find out if he tears me another anything. I don't know how that saying goes. I'm so embarrassed. Also, I'm sorry you're going to have to hear the fan and the air conditioner in this video, and probably in the next part of this video. We're having a heat wave right now. I'm in New York, so there's this insane heat wave going on. And I also have a lizard tank in my room. You cannot see it from here. No, I will not show you. My room is a mess. But because I have that in there, I really need the AC and the fan on, or else it gets really hot here. So my apologies. You're going to have to hear it. And let's get on to the rest of the video, where I talk about the rest of the show dates. Here you go. Guess who has 2 thumbs and dyed their hair just to have it in a hat the whole time? This guy. Yeah, I dyed my hair a more natural color. Well, I went to a hair salon. I can't dye hair. I'm not good at that. But I did that for the play. And I didn't even notice until this weekend. Well, this past weekend. Which was the second weekend of the show. That I have a hat on the whole time. I spent over $100 on my hair to be dyed like this, just to have it in a hat the whole time. Anyway, I am back. This is me after week 2, so the conclusion of A Man of No Importance. I do have a shout out to Alpha U3. I think I've been saying U2, but it's U3. Thank you so much for for wishing me a happy Pride. I'm recording this on the last day of Pride. So, we had a wonderful cast. Very talented, very great, very heartfelt. And I'm gonna miss them, even though I don't know most of their names. I'm just so bad at names and faces. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. If you're watching this, I probably don't know your name. I'm sorry. But here is the poster, A Man of No Importance, with all their signatures on it. Minus mine. I didn't do my signature on my own poster, but they gave me the frame and the poster for free and everything. I was like, damn, y'all went through all the expenses. But something insane happened on Friday. We had a power outage in the whole area because some transformer like fell down or something. I don't even know. Somebody said that there was a car crash and the transformer fell, but I don't really know how true that is. But all I know is the power was out, and we're sitting there 10 minutes before the show was supposed to start, and we're all like, should we do a seance? I'm not even joking. That's what one of the actors said. He's like, should we do a seance since we're all here and it's dark and there's a ghost in this theater? We should just do a seance. I kind of wish we did one. That would have been great. But other people talked him out of it. So, what did happen was we waited for till a half an hour after the show was supposed to start when the lights finally turned back on. So we started a half an hour late. Dude, the lights turned on. 10 minutes before the lights turned on, our costume designer came back with our clean clothes because he washed them since we were wearing them the weekend before and it was all sweaty and gross. So he washed them, he came with them. He came late because of that car accident that I think happened. I'm still not sure if that's exactly what happened. But that was causing like a huge traffic jam. So people were not able to come to us. Like, at the half an hour past when we were supposed to start, only 10 people were there. Like, literally nobody was able to come. My mom, my dad, and my grandpa were supposed to come see the show that day. But they were in the traffic, and they're like, I've been here for 20 minutes, I'm just gonna leave. But, yeah, that happened. And the costume designer came only 10 minutes before the power went back on. And I'm thinking, oh, we're not gonna do the show. It's already been 20 after. So I didn't even get dressed. And then the power went back on. And our director said, okay, we start in 5. 5? 5 fucking minutes? Anyway, so he said 5 minutes. Nobody was ready. We had to do mic checks soon, too. So we're all getting dressed as fast as humanly possible. And, that was my best performance. Literally, I thought that. And everybody who was a part of the show also thought that. They're like, your best performance was today. And I was like, oh, wow, thanks. But I think it was because my anxiety alleviated. Because we were just sitting doing nothing, talking about doing a seance. So, we didn't do anything for the first half an hour. So I guess I just had this relief, I guess. I was like, I've done so much of this. I'm tired. I want to go home. And then I'm hanging out with these people. And then curtains up, and I go out there and not a care in the world. Literally, it was the best night, and I think it was the best night for everybody, which is so weird because we almost canceled it. But it was lots of fun. And though my grandpa did not end up getting to see it, or my dad, he's on a cruise. Well, by the time you see this, he'll be back, but he's on a cruise, and my grandpa was only going to go with my parents. He has mobility issues, so he wanted to make sure he can get up the stairs okay. And, but it went really well. I am a little disappointed my dad didn't get to see it because, he loves Irish music, and it's an Irish play. It's set in Dublin, and Dublin over laughter. And, my dad would have really enjoyed it. But he should have made time the weekend before the first weekend. He should have made time the first weekend. But he didn't, because he's been doing overtime, because he's trying to build up retirement, blah, blah, blah. So he wasn't able to see it. Friday would have been his last chance, because he was leaving on a cruise the next day. So I am a little disappointed he didn't get to see it. But I'm not disappointed Grandpa didn't get to see it. Only because there's a song in it called The Cuddles Mary Gave. And that's about a guy's late wife. And I don't know if you know this, I might have said this in a previous vlog. My grandmother passed in February. I'm still not sure how I'm handling myself. I think about her a lot, but I haven't, like, cried or anything. Like, other than the little bit I cried at the funeral. But I was not ready for Grandpa to come see that show. And he even apologized today. I did his groceries today. And he apologized for not showing. I'm like, dude, it's okay. I was kind of hoping you wouldn't go. I didn't say that. But I said, it's okay. I don't mind. And, though secretly I am glad he didn't go. I don't think he would have handled that well. He's been crying every day. But let me get out of that, that morbid talk. It went really well, though. And one of the actors, her name's Amy, she gave us all this because Oscar Wilde is who Alfie Byrne, the main character, it's who he admires and strives to be. So they're just, this is awesome. Pocket inspiration, 99 amazing quotes. I did flip to one page. I literally only saw one page. Wait, she left a note for me in the front. I didn't even notice that. Okay, I'm actually going to read this to you because it's sweet. Dear Sid, it was great working with you on A Man of No Importance. You did a great job bringing Ernie Lally to life. I hope to work with you again soon, sometime soon. Best always, Amy, who played Lily Byrne, which is Alfie Byrne's sister. So I flipped to one page, and it was like something about a woman is not supposed to be understood but respected. And I'm like, that's a weird inspirational quote. Not supposed to be understood, but supposed to be respected. And I mean, it's true. Kind of. I don't know. It's a really weird quote. So I don't know if I can find that again. Here, I just flipped to a random page. That's what I say on my Sunday Smiles, too. I am too fond of reading books to care to write them. Okay. I'm the opposite. I'd much rather write than read. And then the one next to it says, quotation is a serviceable substitute for wit. I had to think about that for a second. Yeah, it's really cute. Like, obviously there's 99. But like, I never would have thought about getting this for people. And she thought about it, and she gave it to all of us. I did make, I'm not going to bring them out, because they're over there, and I don't feel like getting them. But I tried to make us all, well, not me, but tried to make carnations for everybody in the cast. But I didn't think about that until Friday. And I did not give myself enough time to do it. So I was like, you know what? Let me make bow ties instead. And I put them on little hair clips that I got from the craft store. And I only made 7 of them. There wasn't enough time. I did not give myself nearly enough time to do it. I only made 7 of them. And then I had to continue doing play stuff. And I felt really bad for not getting something for everybody. Because I normally do. I'm such a gift giver. I give gifts all the time for stupid reasons. Like, hey, this bug reminded me of your face, so I bought a pin that looks like a bug. Like, something... I didn't actually do that. Wait, did I? No, someone did that to me. I was thinking, I'm like, did I do that? No, I was given, the Beetlejuice pin that's a beetle, because I like Beetlejuice. Huh. It's funny that came to my mind. But I didn't give anybody gifts, and I felt really bad about it, and I was like, should I buy donuts for everybody? And I was like, what if somebody else bought donuts for everybody? So I just didn't. Yeah. And I had them all sign their names and who they played on my t-shirt that they gave me. It's in the wash now. Don't worry, it's fabric markers. But it's in the wash now, because I sweat through it today. It's hot, okay? I hate the summer. I really hate the summer. I'd rather it be fall all year round. I was gonna say round or long. But anyway, it was a great show. Everybody was so nice. And Amy and I didn't even talk much because we didn't have any scenes together. Well, other than the finale. So, well, not finale, the final song. So, I never, like, really talked to her. But she still gave me something. Like, that's so sweet. And I appreciate everybody that was in the cast. I was not doing great depression-wise on most of the days, especially Tech Week. Tech Week, other people call it Hell Week. It really is a lot of work. And I took the week off from work specifically so that way I would have one less thing to worry about while doing rehearsals. But I was not doing great. And I made a post on Facebook that I kind of regret making only a couple days ago, saying how it was on Friday, so saying how I wasn't doing well. I felt like the world would be better without me. And then I got a compliment saying, "You sounded great today." That was from the costume designer. He told me, "You sounded great today." And that just made me smile enough that I was like, okay, one person noticed me. That's good enough for me. So I want to mention, I have a lot of caffeine today, so I apologize if I'm annoying you. But if I am, just click off. But this goes to show that even people with depression can still do something beautiful. And even if they don't look like they're depressed, they could still be depressed. Like, a few people commented, not on the post, but to me in person. They were like, "I saw your post. I didn't know you weren't doing that well. You looked really happy. You looked fine." And looks can be deceiving. But if you out there are dealing with depression, but still like to act and sing or play instruments or anything like that, or write, just do it, okay? Obviously, not every day you can do it, especially when you're depressed. But when you have a moment where you aren't as depressed or you have free time, just consider doing something that's healthy for your soul. Something that'll help your soul.
I am a human being with 3 modes: fancy, comfy, and gay.
I hope you guys had a great Pride Month. I appreciate you guys watching this and finding out some background on a man of no importance. And I think you're all incredible, and I really appreciate you, Jerry's. Yeah, I used to say that when I first started a YouTube channel, that my subscriber were Jerry. I hope you're okay with that. Jerry can be spelled whatever way you want to make it whatever gender you want. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. This is me and Mo, signing off. Bye. Love ya.